What's good, everybody? Dude, I am sorry about that. OBS is fucking up. I've already sent him an email about it. I'm gonna have to figure out what's going on with them, but I have no idea what it is. What's good, though, homie? Yeah, still working on that, man. What's up, Jamie? Wait for some people to roll on. The hedgehog's all super busy over here. I had to throw these heat panels up tonight, Josh. Still working on that, but those will be going into those fours directly behind me as soon as this stream is over. What up, Justin? I'm on day 5 with no energy drinks. Definitely an adjustment period there. Yeah, man, those will come in handy. I really hate the heat tape that's on a few of those still, so I've been slowly working my way down, getting them replaced. Man, you know, another fucking day. I can't complain, though. It was productive. Lots of changes coming, so I'm going to wait for a few more people to jump on. But I'm going to let you guys know there's lots of fucking changes coming. I did get these new cards made, though. These are going to be for all of our ID cards on the racks. So I'm kind of stoked about that. It'd be much more efficient than my index cards that I had going there. Oh yeah, I can't use ceramic heat emitters. Yeah, Jamie, I was drinking like 1 to 3 rock stars a day, so. Yeah, exactly, Josh. No, I don't use any sort of lights to heat the big snakes. It's pretty much all radiant heat panels besides the last few enclosures that need to get changed over. I really feel like it's not only the safest and most efficient way, but it's also just a lot more, I guess you could say, convenient. It's a lot easier to swap panels out, temp gun everything, and just kind of overall manage a better temperature. What up, Kayla? All right, seems like got a decent amount of our normal people jumping on in here. So we'll give it just a few more minutes. But also, I do want to add, with the switching of the name tags, I'm also switching over how we track everything. So we kind of have a system depending on if the tag is on the left side of the tub, the middle of the tub, or right side of the tub. That goes for both feeding and cleaning. I'll switch those and then mark them down. But as far as breeding, normally we've taken the male's tag and just moved it over to the female's tub. We're kind of going to experiment with a whole new method of doing all of that and still being able to track everything. I just want to do it digitally instead of all handwritten. So that's going to be something new this upcoming week, getting used to that and kind of getting, all the past data in the system and then moving forward with that system. But I think it'll make it a lot easier to track everything and just kind of, really dial things in and be able to compare, season to season as we move forward and having all those files saved under the corresponding season. What's up, Justin? Thanks, brother. The NOS fruit punch. Yep, mine was Rockstar fruit punch, man. What up, Jerome? How you doing, bro? Man, so you know what? I'm just going to jump right into it. Big announcement is, and the reason this is, I'm not bullshitting you, that wasn't clickbait. This is the last Reptile Lounge live stream. We're still going to have live streams, but it's not going to be the Reptile Lounge. The Reptile Lounge was something I threw together as a, rough concept, and it's been great, and I love this stream, but we're going to change it up a little bit, you guys. Time and day of the week is going to stay the same moving forward, but the stream is going to have a new name and a new direction. We'll go over that next Saturday on the live stream, so make sure you guys jump on. It's going to be something new. I think we're going to have a lot of fun with it, so just trust me on that. And with that is going to come, my website is going to be dropping hopefully by next week, as well as a whole line of D's Balls and Exotics merch and the new live stream merch. So you guys will be the first to know, but this is and will be the last Reptile Lounge live stream. What up, Tom? Sounds like a productive day, Jerome. You know, Josh, I can't let the whole thing out of the bag yet. You guys will just have to wait and see. I really want to wrap up some loose ends and kind of, just make sure I get everything finalized before it comes to fruition. But the new name change of the live stream and direction will all be announced and explained in full next week. And I'm really hoping to have the website done, and I might even launch the website before the first live stream. So I've really been busting ass on that. Got inspired from a few buddies, and we'll see how it goes. But I keep getting asked over and over again if I have merch. We got this stuff made for ourselves here, and like my buddy Shane, who's always over here working with me, but we didn't really do any merch on a public scale. But I'm finally getting that out there, so I'm excited about it. Oh shit, what is up, Brian? Thanks for jumping on, man. Yeah, you finally show up and it's over. It's not over. We're still going to be streaming every single Saturday, 7 p.m. Pacific time. I just want to kind of take it in a new direction. I have a new name for the channel. Don't worry, we're still going to be here. It's still going to be no cap, just straightforward shit, us talking and everything, but it will be a slightly new direction and new name for the channel, or at least the stream itself. Still salty you lost. Yeah, Josh, I had been asked quite a lot for it, and I just kind of figured, it was time I jump the gun and kind of just fucking do it. Everybody keeps asking me, and I don't know. I just kind of put it off for too long. I didn't really think people were serious, so honestly, people kept asking, oh, do you have hoodies? Do you have this? Do you have that? But it's like, okay, I'm going to buy, 100 of every size or whatever, and then I'm going to sell 4 of them. You know what I mean? So it's kind of just making that leap, but we're doing it. It'll all be launched within the next week or so. Exactly, Jerome. It's just a rebranding. It's D's Balls and Exotics will always be me. That's not changing. Just the Reptile Lounge live stream. So don't get that twisted. Dylan ain't going nowhere. But I just have a new direction I want to take the live stream, really. And I know you guys will enjoy it. Oh shit, Brian. Basically it just means no bullshit. No lying, no censored shit, no blowing smoke up your ass. I'm just not really like that. These guys will tell you, I know we've talked a little bit. I don't like that shit. I want to put all the information I can out there. I want to learn from other people too, because don't get me wrong, I don't know anything. But just means no bullshit. And then I learn them about ball pythons. Jesus Christ, Josh. Oh, shit. Now that's badass, man. Yep, you already know. On another note, we just ultrasounded the granite female. So granite Poshead albino green lab female today. She's at 25 plus millimeters. Jesus Christ. Not drinking energy drinks is getting to me, guys. So that's exciting. Hopefully she'll start locking. She's doing all the normal cycling, so I don't know why she's not really, into it. She's got more than enough age, size. She's been doing all the normal cycling and building, but fingers crossed on that. I really want to see that pairing. That could produce some awesome stuff, especially if those Posheads prove out. And then on another note, too, we've got... Oh, shit. I'm going to have to check. Hold on, guys. 3 other females. My big normal girl, my big het albino girl. 4. My big het puzzle girl and my yellow belly girl are all at that stage of about to ovulate. So I'm super excited about that. Those will be some awesome pairings. Really, really want to see visual puzzles. Well, spot nose puzzles. I'll be happy with just visual puzzle, but if we can hit the spot nose puzzle, and then hopefully later this year, the spot nose het puzzle, or yellow belly, het puzzle will be ready, and then we'll pair her also to the spot nose het puzzle and go for some spot nose yellow belly puzzles. Catch up on this chat. Oh, at least that one bamboo was for sure pastel. The other one I want to say they were both males. Sorry if I'm wrong, Brian. But one of those looked pastel as well. I mean, obviously you have a better eye. I'm looking through your camera, but... Oh shit, am I bouncing the camera? My bad. That's why I really need to get the new webcam in too, so I can have that mounted not on my desk. The big girl on top of Luda. Talking about the one directly up there? Yeah, no. She just had a giant meal. She needs to chill out. What up, Angel? Man, I've been really looking at that bamboo stuff. I'm kind of curious. I want to see it in some other combos, but... That's funny, Brian. Dude, you've been really inspiring me, honestly. I've been, fully learning how to use... Actually, it's right here. All the manual settings on this camera to do all my pictures. And then I got this big-ass granite slab that you guys can kind of see the corner of there. Dude, the slab is, huge. It's, 5 foot by 4.5 foot or some shit. But I've been really messing around with the photography. Appreciate it, man. Hope you're having a good night. Ooh, Jerome, what camera did you get? I've been shooting with, God, which one is this? The Sony HX80, this little guy. It's got the flip screen and everything. I just don't like that it doesn't have the external mic. I feel that, Josh. I made the same mistake too, and there's a few that honestly, like this last season, I had to send them off to a bunch of other breeders to really be like, hey, I've been staring at these fucking animals for a few weeks now. Can you give me some advice here? Nice, Tom. Yeah, that girl probably just needs to settle in a bit more. Her sister just shed for me, too. Yeah, that's my my one thing, Kayla. I'm trying to stay away from a lot of the Bell stuff. I already have Mojave and Lesser in the collection. So... I can't, man. You have to hook it up to a capture card. Well, I mean, I could, but I need to go grab a capture card and then hook that in. I probably should just do that instead of... I was looking at the... God, what's it called? The Rio? It's like the Rio S or something. Oh shit, I saw that one, Jerome. Have you recorded with it yet and actually like imported anything or worked on it? How's the actual footage? Thank you, Brian. That means a lot, man. I try. It's going to change here a lot, hopefully, within the next few months. I'm really excited to have this entire, 25-foot wall be just straight berm enclosures. And then that, once all the berms move out of this stack of 4-foots and over, I think I'm going to put all my larger colubrids in there and just kind of do like a decked out naturalistic colubrid setup for all my pairs. So I'll just have, pair up top, paired there, and then I'll split the second one right there. I have some excess PVC, so I think I'm just going to split that straight down the middle and turn it into a set of hognose enclosures for my western hognose. Nice, Josh. Dude, the both of your guys' sister, or no, Josh's sister, excuse me, the sister of Josh's, dude, she is popping right now. I'm going to have to grab her in a second. She is seriously glowing. I'm really excited to see more of what that red gene does in the projects. God damn, that fucking camera bouncing. I really want to see it in some other stuff. So as much as I was going to get rid of her because I have a few people who keep bugging me about it, I don't think it's going to happen. Not after this last shed. I'm really excited to continue working that project. Oh, for sure, Jerome. Chino uses it. All right. Got to be halfway decent, then his footage looks good. Oh, you guys gonna make me blush. Dude, those have been a lifesaver. I'm kind of a big proponent. I'm really OCD. I got to keep things clean. Like, I swear I vacuum this room twice a day. I mean, I don't even want to, like, cut snake paper or anything or lay snakes on the ground without vacuuming. I don't know. I'm fucking weird, all right? But I like them being on wheels because I can just pull everything out. If I ever have a problem with a probe or an LED strip or anything like that, I can move that whole stack of 8-foots by myself. I can just pull it right out It moves super easy, and then I can access everything from the back and just push it right back in place. The only thing I wish I would have done, I mean, I like having the underneath because it's also good storage for the thin stuff, you know, small folding tables that we use while we're ultrasounding or cleaning or whatever. The rolls of paper will fit under there. But I kind of wish I did, you know, a trim board around them just because I'll get the big snakes especially out and they want to go right fucking under there. What up, Chris? Say no to poop green. It's not poop green. It's like neon green. It's my colors, man. Black and green. Black and green, everything. If only there was like true black and green giant snakes. I mean, I don't care if it was... I mean, green Annies, you can arguably say, okay, they're fairly close, but I'm talking like straight jet black and neon green. Big python of some sort, that'd be it for me. Game over. Yeah, that honey gene stuff you got going on, Josh, that's going to be awesome. Yeah, you got that right, Kayla. I can't help it. I'm just kind of one of those, like, I want things to be orderly or else everything gets chaotic. I just have a lot going on, so I don't know. It's something about organization. If it's not that way, I get distracted and I don't get shit accomplished that I need to. So... Dude, yeah, it makes it so much easier. Seriously, so much easier. I even did it for, I don't know if we can even see. You guys can't see them. On the other side of the ARS rack there, before that door, doesn't look like it, but it's a 4-foot space, and my hatchling racks are there, my V18 racks. And I even built a small little one for those. Like, I wanted everything on wheels. Really, the only thing that's not on wheels in here is this little corner of desks, I guess you could say, and the one, you guys have seen the rack off to the side with my rhino iguana before, but that's pretty much empty. All the Exoterras there are empty now. I'm actually going to be listing those tomorrow morning. Then the rhino iguana is going to move, and cages will start to get done here shortly for this wall. It's got to be on wheels. Shit drives me nuts. Are you asking me that question, Angel, or Josh? Josh has got some honey. Oh, yeah. Dude, we got lucky with that incubator. That was just a regular fridge that somebody had. It was gutted. They were using it as a pantry. And they had it listed on Facebook Marketplace for $1. And then they argued they didn't want to take my $1. I felt offended slightly. I was like, take my fucking $1. I drove 45 minutes to come pick up this thing for a fucking $1. I want to be able to say, I got this for $1. So yeah, that incubator cost $1 plus heat tape. Already had the thermostat. Little computer fan. Super easy. Yeah, Angel, it's definitely underwork. There's a lot of those that, man, it's hard. I've seen a lot that I really want to get into, but I'm like, man, if I make this leap, I'm going to buy, I don't want to make that leap, I guess I should say, and, buy like, okay, I need this one, and this one. I'd rather really jump into the project, but there's a few that are just popping. Like, have you guys seen the Grimm stuff? Grim is extremely interesting to me. Hey, thank you for jumping on, Brian. I appreciate it, man. Hope you have a good evening. Oh, that's awesome, Christopher. Chris, which do you prefer? I know I've said both on multiple occasions. Antoine hooked me up with my new incubator. Nice. Dude, I'm so excited. Like, for the first time, we've had this ongoing joke that every time we've had clutches since I built this big-ass fucking incubator, we've only had, like, one clutch in there at a time. It's like we'll have one clutch, and then right when that one's about to start pipping, another girl will lay. And it's been continuous, literally for the past 3 years. So finally I have, a solid group of, like, we got 4 female ball pythons and then 1 berm all about to drop. So finally I'll have more than one fucking clutch in there at once. Yeah, can't beat that for $1. Kayla, next reptile purchase. More than likely will be pied Burmese. Pretty certain on that. If a albino Chinese soft-shell turtle happens to pop up for sale that's captive bred, that'll be the next purchase. But haven't been able to find any. You can find the albino soft shells, but I very particularly want an albino Chinese soft shell. They are the cutest little fucking turtles, and I just need one. I think that's good enough reason, right? Yeah, it's a local morph. I believe it was the guys over at Tropical Hut that originated it. But there's a few other people working with it that are actually, I mean, not to say they're not doing cool stuff, but I've seen some other people doing some really cool stuff with it. And it's really wacky. I love that wackiness to stuff. If it's got high contrast and it's super wacky, that's like a huge plus for me. Yeah, Tom. I wish I actually, man, I'm going to have to pull up a few of these genes. Maybe we'll do that on one of the upcoming streams where I pull up some of the, I guess, less known genes that I've been eyeballing, and we can all look at them and talk about them. Because I'm interested, I don't want to just keep jumping in projects. I made that mistake too many times, so I'd rather bullshit with you guys about it and, see what everybody's thoughts are. I'm not sure, Jamie. And Jerome, for real, bro. Could have had a fucking mini fridge this whole time, but no. I got this fucking 7-foot tall monstrosity of an incubator. Have a good night, Angel. Thanks for jumping on, man. Oh. Out goes one, in comes the other. What up, bro? Lucifer, who is just amazing. I don't know who that is. Oh, one of Chris's snakes. Yep, this is true, Mindy. If anyone wants, I will happily give my shipping information for a pied Burmese. Yeah, yeah. This is unedited, uncut, no filtered. Sorry, your ears are gonna have to learn to not bleed, I guess. I say that with love. What can I say? I got expensive taste, Kayla. No, seriously though, that is my dream snake since, I mean, honestly, before I even knew they existed. I didn't even know about pied ball pythons when I was dreaming of a giant snake that, I didn't even know was called pied, but was just splotchy like that. I absolutely love berms. Nothing against retics. I know I could go get a pied retic for a couple grand versus a lot fucking more than that. But I love my berms, and I have to have pied in my collection. Plus, it's a big part of our projects moving forward. So I know I've talked about it a few times, but moving forward with my Burmese, I'm really looking forward to making caramel labs, caramel pieds, different pied combos. Obviously once we get the pied gene in here, and then on top of the caramel stuff and the lab stuff incorporated with pied, I really want to work further on the Enigma line paradoxing stuff. Jackie's done some really killer stuff with it. I'm really excited to have not one but two female Enigma line paradox animals. So I really want to see what that can do. I mean, if you guys have seen a caramel labyrinth Burmese python, imagine that with Enigma line paradox and a good example of an Enigma line paradox all splotched out. Caramel lab, random black splotching. Tell me that's not one of the sickest fucking snakes you could ever imagine. I want to make it. Who knows? I could be wrong. It could take me 20 fucking years. I don't care. I'm going for it. Same thing with, the Caramel Lab project. Everybody's, there's been a few Caramel Labs available in the States, but for the most part, the Caramel Labs that you do see are Gulf Coast line. So I'm kind of wanting to work and see how the other lines interact with that. And on top of that, working with my buddy Aaron and Keith's line of labyrinths. There's not a single better looking line of labyrinths in this entire fucking country. I don't care who you are or what you say. Aaron and Keith have the best lab stock you could acquire in this country. And I happen to get pick of the clutch, which is how I have Merlin. So I'm really excited to work that into the, all my other line bred stuff, and really keep strong genetics, beautiful quality morphs, and large size Burmese. What up, you? She was a he and turned yellow. She is amazing. I'm going to have to check that out. I'm not quite sure how to answer that, Chris. Not quite sure how to answer that one, buddy. Hey, thank you for your guys' giveaway, though. That was exciting. I'm stoked. That's really cool. Can't wait to see what you guys do with the future ones. Hey, Jamie, thanks for jumping on. I appreciate you taking the time to, come on and hang out. Have a good night. I'm drinking Sprite like it's going out of style. No, that's cool. I'm going to have to check out that snake. I've been really eyeballing the chondros, but I just don't think I'm ready to make the jump yet. Ooh, 1065 hatchling. Sweet. I haven't been on my phone much today, so I haven't really seen any of the posts posted recently. Oh, that sucks, Kayla. Hold on, I want to show you guys this snake I was talking about earlier. This girl is seriously glowing now. What's up, sweetie? So this is genetically almost the same as Josh, Tom, and Mindy's snakes. This is, in addition, though, the red gene. And man, just, I mean, really that color is just popping now. Super excited to watch this girl grow up. I mean, look at that crazy orange blushing. I mean, it's like orangish red. I look at it, it's like a burnt red. So yeah, it's gonna be a good girl for the future. Ah, okay. You're funny, Angel. You guys will know what happens with that rack soon. Thank you, Aurora. Yeah, I'm super excited. So, again, blackhead, pastel, red gene, pos het hypo. It's really hard even, I mean, now that I'm like actually looking at the screen, it's really hard to capture those true colors. If you guys want to see, I actually got some really good photos of her recently, so if you go over to my Instagram and look at, I should have posted her, or I know I've posted her in the last few days. Check out one of our recent posts, you'll see her. This girl is fucking glowing. What up, Lance? Yeah, I'm excited about this girl. This one and one I haven't shown in a little while, but I will show you guys as long as she's all good. No, she's still getting that off. Hold on, we're gonna give her a little water, and this is another one anyway. This girl is getting more of those orange flecks coming in. Oh man, those lights really blow out her color, but I wish you guys could see how orange this girl is. But those like super burnt orange spots, like right there, right over here by her head there, those are just exploding. I need to get the other color temperature LEDs there. Missing out on these fucking beauties. I mean, seriously, what the camera shows and what I'm staring at is way different. But again, I did just post pictures of her. I know I just did that. So excited with this blackhead stuff, man. Thanks, Lance. Those are my colors, man. Can't wait until the room's finished, dude. I don't know if you've been on or you were on when I was talking about it, but soon this entire wall to my right here will be 8-foot PVC enclosures for my berms. So the whole 25-foot, it'll be 3 cages long, 4 high. So we'll have 12 on this wall. 13, 14, and 15 will be right where we're at. And then I'm going to change those 4 foots over to kind of some naturalistic colubrid setups. I've been looking at light boxes actually on Amazon, Kayla, and they're not too bad. I think I might make the leap soon and just grab one. I just kind of wanted to learn the camera that I was using and all the manual settings first before I made the jump into getting the light box and everything. When all the lights are actually on, I actually do have pretty bright lighting in here. Ooh, snappy pants. So I didn't feel like it was necessary, but I feel like just being able to change the color temperature is going to really help bring out the real colors of the snakes. You guys know it's kind of hard to capture it sometimes, especially on this shitty built-in MacBook webcam. Are you going to stop striking at me? It'd be nice if you did not bite me while I'm chilling. Thanks, Jerome. Yeah, I'm excited. This project, I think, is going to bring some cool stuff into Champaign. I am going to put this girl back, though, because she keeps striking at everything. I do really think, though, Blackhead and Champaign interactions, plus some other stuff. Let's get some Enchi in there. Let's get some Leopard in there. Maybe even add, some nice fire in there. I think those are going to make a big difference and really bring out some stuff, including once I get it into clown and we start making, Champagne, Enchi, Leopard, clown stuff. I think that's really going to help bring out more of the pattern with the Champagne clown stuff. Obviously, the Leopard, you're going to have a slight reduction of pattern, but the way Champagne and Leopard interact, it'll be interesting seeing that, plus, say Enchi, which really whacks it out, and then throw that into clown. Is it going to have that reduced look, but a totally different color, or is it going to stay pretty wacky? I don't know. Thank you, Lance. I'm excited, man. I'm excited. Hopefully by the end of the year, I'll at least have this wall finished. I'm not going to need all 15 of the 8s right away. But I mean, I kind of would just rather have them done. And I'm one of those who I'll move snakes up before most people would move snakes up, at least in tub size or enclosure size. Right now, I really want to move a couple of these girls already up to 8. So at least have this wall done in the next few months, hopefully. And then, this stack can wait quite a while, but... Night, Chris. Thanks for jumping on, man. I'm going to have to go check out that neonate you guys were talking about. Sounds like a beautiful snake. Talk berms to me. How long does it take for a female to hit 12 foot on average? On average, your female should hit 12 foot around the 3-year mark. That's an average, though. You really got to go by, your snake's metabolism, activity levels, and kind of just overall body structure. We kind of touched on it the other week here. I don't go by like set schedules and set feeding sizes. I vary their meal sizes. I'll vary their, especially once they reach, that 2-year mark where I'm throwing them on a 3 to 4 week diet. I don't go by like a set, okay, these guys are eating every 3 weeks. Boom, boom, boom. I'll do it every 3 weeks sometimes. Sometimes I'll wait an extra week and do it every 4 weeks. I kind of just pay attention to body structure. And then, especially with the big snakes, a big part of breeding is, at least in my opinion and what I've found so far, is food cycling. So you really want to bump up that food intake in order to trigger that follicular development, kind of like we do in balls. It's breeding season, you're going to pump them full of food a little bit more. That's more so with berms. You want to give them a nice, huge fucking meal and really get, trigger that development, and then continue to feed them, on maybe a little bit of a closer feeding schedule than you would for the rest of the year, right? So, because they're going to go off food, for anywhere from 2 to 4 months sometimes. And then after that, you're going to get that weight back on, but then you're going to want to kind of slim it down for the rest of the summer until that time comes where you're going to ramp back up. So I know that was a really long way of saying roughly roughly at about 3 years old. My 2-year-old girls are all sitting at right around 8 to 10 foot. And, you know, by the time 2.5 hits, they'll probably already hit that, you know, 12-foot mark roughly. But I also think it just depends on the girl and the genetics. That's awesome, Josh. If you guys can't tell, I kind of have a thing with grabbing snakes and just chilling with them. Oh shit, do you, Jerome? Dude, can you send me pictures on IG of your male? I would really like to see him and kind of compare. Because I have another, that was my female holdback, who I believe is blackhead champagne red gene, posset hypo. But then I also hit a male that, I don't know, man, after he's starting to shed a few more times, I'm really questioning on if it's blackhead champagne or if there's maybe red gene involved. Maybe it's the same as her, but just a different outcome. When I see a lot of the blackhead champagne combos, they vary a lot, and I don't know if that's maybe kind of the line or, you know, their beginning stock of both. So I'm kind of curious. If you don't mind shooting me a picture over later, I'd be grateful, man. I'd just love to compare them all. That'll be awesome, Uper. Yeah, man, I'm a ways away from a lot of those projects. But yeah, I'm kind of one for the long-term goals. I'd rather really like think about stuff and think about what I want to add and mess with it. And then who knows, maybe somebody who's bigger than me, who's got more shit and can do it quicker, maybe they hit it and I can either be like, oh, that's fucking awesome. Okay, I'm going to still do this, you know, and I'm already on my way to doing it. Or I can look at it and be like, oh, that turned out kind of fucking shitty. Maybe I should change directions with this project a little bit. But I do think there is a lot of potential still with, you know, not only just blackhead, but also with champagne. Champagne was one of those people kind of like, everybody loved it. It seemed like at first, and then it just died off and you don't hear much about it. But I really think there's going to be some cool key interactions. We just need to find those genes that haven't really been messed with or crossed into it, and I think we could really bring out some fucking cool shit with champagne and the champagne clown stuff. Yeah, Aurora, they grow pretty fast. I mean, and here's the thing too, you're going to hear other people will tell you that 12 foot at 3 years old, they're going to be like, oh my god, you power fed that snake, blah, blah, blah. Fucking bullshit. Not only do I have a lot of berms, I've also worked with a lot of berms. I talk to a lot of other berm owners, and any of the big guys and any of the OGs will tell you that that's a healthy growth rate. Now, if they're 10 foot at a year old, there might be a bit of a problem. At a year old, depending on the snake and the genetics, I want to see anywhere between roughly 4 foot and 6 foot. And then by a year and a half, I want to see 6 to 8, you know, or so. 2 years old, I want to see, you know, roughly maybe 7 to 10. And then we want to go from there on, you know, judging on body structure and really how they're growing. I notice a lot of people either way power feed their berms or they way underfeed their berms. But berms will take giant meals, way bigger than your ball pythons can handle, way bigger than a lot of snakes can handle, and they digest it just fine. You just need to give them plenty of exercise and let them have a decent amount of time in between the meals. And I feel like that's varying that from going to like a really large meal to slightly smaller meals, or maybe, you know, a couple smaller prey items versus one large or one jumbo prey item. Personally, I feel like it really helps that growth stay consistent and healthy, not fatty. If you have any more questions, Aurora, shoot them away. I'm always happy to talk berms, well, just reptiles in general, but especially berms. I love them. Ask away. What up, Shane? Oh, yeah, bro. Oh, yeah. So, by the way, guys, I didn't even tell Shane about this. Shane, we got a surprise, bro. This is the last Reptile Lounge live stream ever. I'm sorry. It's over. I just can't do it anymore. Yep. So we're going to start a new live stream with a new name and a new mission and direction starting next week. Also, we'll be launching the website and both the D's Balls and Exotics merch and the new live stream merch within the next week or so. Website is almost up and running. I'm just kind of confirming some last minute shipping stuff, tax stuff, and just kind of going through and finalizing everything on the website. Man, I was waiting for you to respond so I could fuck with you, Shane. Damn it, Smurf. Shane wouldn't even try. He's got to enter 2 codes before he can even try to get to me, so it doesn't work. By the way, all my doors are coded, so I would like to switch that though to the cards where you can kind of just tap it on there and get access, and that way I can keep a log versus the coded log. AA Reptiles, what's up? What's up, Michelle? No, Shane. You know you always got shit to do over here with me. Speaking of which, I need you to come help me film within the next few days if you can. I know you're busy with your album and everything, but... Hey, thanks for jumping on. Kayla, you want to see a berm? You know what? I can pull out the Hypo Lab, or I can pull out the Big Granite Girl. Everybody else just ate, unfortunately. I can also pull out my Posset Caramel Male. Your choice. You guys vote. What do you want to see? Yeah, did those show up yet? I just mailed out some more. But hopefully those last ones show up. No, you're all good, Shane. But yeah, I could use your help, bro. Seeing a lot of... It's Lab, by the way, guys. L-A-B, Labyrinth. Not lavender. There's no lavender berms. But I'm getting a lot of, I'm seeing a lot of Hypo Lab. I can't pull out Piglet. She is digesting a decent-sized meal right now. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, let me know, bro. I got to drop off some rabbits in the morning. But we can work it out. I just have to run up the hill. All right, let me grab this Hypo Lab. What's up, bro? Hey, buddy. All right, this is Merlin. He is my Hypo Labyrinth. Possible head albino green male. This dude is a fucking stunner. Love this snake. Yeah, this doesn't get better for labs than this until you hit Caramel Lab. or caramel pied. But other than that, I mean, as far as like the lab combos really available, it doesn't get better than this. And this boy is just a stunning hypo lab. I mean, I'm telling you guys right now, go Google hypo labs. I mean, either do it now or after this stream. And a good percentage of them do not look like this boy right here. So glad I was able to scoop this up from Aaron. I do not have any holdback baby berms from last season. I have my girl from the previous season, but she is unfortunately digesting right now. No, you're all good. No, he is not going anywhere. His babies will. So I'm super, super stoked on this male. I can't wait to get him into the breeding rotation. I mean, this is just a phenomenal berm. I might be a little biased, but I am genuinely serious though. Google hypo labyrinth Burmese pythons, and the vast majority will not be to this quality. I got really lucky. Huge thanks to my buddy Aaron for letting me scoop this male up. I mean, this is a dream animal for me. And just to have this quality of an animal to start my lab projects with is it's really a blessing. It's going to be a huge thing. You guys know our big thing is focusing on getting quality everything to start with. You know, even for just a 2-gene visual in a poshead animal, like I want the best. So, can't thank my buddy enough for that, seriously. I mean, that was awesome, being able to get, you know, the best looking animal pretty much in that whole entire clutch. Oh shit, tell her, Tom. My holdback, the one who's digesting right now, she is a albino het green poshet granite. Oh, sorry about that, Aurora. My mic is down a bit. I was basically just saying, you know, having a hypo lab like that is just really amazing, honestly. And you guys know I kind of focus everything, we focus everything we bring in here on quality. You know, it doesn't matter if it's a 1-gene, 2-gene, 3-gene animal. We source out the best quality we can find and we get that animal, even if it means waiting for an animal that might not be, you know, super expensive, but we're waiting on that right one that really pops and says, okay, this is the one. And that's what we bring into our collection. And I feel like line breeding those traits is really going to make a difference down the line. It's made a difference. It's slowed us down quite a bit versus, you know, I see a lot of the guys just jumping out there. Oh, banana clown this much, let me buy it. This much, let me buy it, you know. But then you look at the quality at the end of the day, not saying there's not some beautiful animals out there, but you can tell they just bought the, you know, the quickest one they could get. So we've just been slowly building up, focusing on quality, and that hypo lab is absolutely zero exception. I'm so excited to watch that male grow. I mean, can you imagine that boy at 12, 14 foot? He is going to be a fucking, I mean, a showstopper. He's just gorgeous. Yep, exactly, Aurora. Exactly. All right, you guys always want to see this girl. We'll see what she's doing right now. Oh, sorry, I cannot fulfill that request. She is side laying and getting pretty thick, so I don't really want to bug her. Yeah, Josh, I'm so fucking stoked for that, man. I will grab my big granite girl, the one I told you we ultrasounded earlier today. But for safety reasons, you're going to have to give me a second. I know Shane's in the chat, but I do need to let my better half know that I will be pulling out a large constrictor. Unless you're in the chat, babe, and not talking. Which ones? So the 4-foots are animal plastics. Those 8-foots right here, this big stack of cages, I built those. The 2 up top over here are like old animal plastics cages. You can see the glass is a bit foggy. I've done everything to clean those things. Alcohol, different chemical cleaners, razor blades. It's just old glass I need to get replaced. Those animal plastics cages are fucking ancient at this point. And then this cage was originally a Dragon Haas enclosure, but I did a shitload of work to it, including adding supports and beams up top, as well as obviously the custom background, custom rock. I added 4 more vents in that cage, so he has a total of 7 vents now. So no, I added 5 vents. He's got a total of 7 vents in that cage now, for really good airflow. And yeah. All right, I'm going to grab Karma for you guys. We'll check her out. She's a sweetheart, but I'm not going to be able to see her comments the best for a moment, so. And Aurora, to kind of further answer your question, this girl is right around that 12-foot mark, and she's right around 3 years old. So, she's just over 3 at this point. Hi, sweetie. Hi. What's up? So anytime you're taking out a large constrictor, guys, I don't care how well you know the snake, make sure you tap it with a hook. Give it a few rubs. Let them know it's not feeding time. Good girl. And you're all good after that. Let's not let her tail drop. Get this out so the thermostat doesn't start beeping on us. There we go. All right, here you go. That is around a 12-foot female. There's my granite possible het albino green lab girl. If you guys can truly see this girl's size. Oh, I'm right under 6 foot. So if that gives you a good perspective. Oh, you're all right, sweetie. So just let her cruise for a second. Get caught up on your guys' comments. What up, Mary? Thank you. I built those frames out of 2x4s and painted them and put casters on them. Really makes everything a lot easier. Yeah, Tom, they'll do that. She's quick with it when she comes out. Really hoping to get this girl going this year. She hasn't been wanting to lock for me just yet, so we'll see. But she's been being paired up. She's growing follicles. She's cycling. So we'll see where she's at. And grab this girl. But just a beautiful girl. I mean, see if I can really get you guys a good shot of her. Light kind of washes her out a bit over here, but just a nice, super busy patterned. She's got a bit of a cherry head going on, so see how that is. She's also starting to go into shed. She's not really showing it yet, but just if you were in person, you guys know what I mean. You can tell. I can feel it on her scales. Absolute sweetheart, though. Her name's Karma. Oh yeah, fuck Caw. What does she weigh? I want to say this girl is probably about 55 to 60 pounds at her size. I mean, nothing major. But big, beautiful girl. Whoop. Absolutely love this snake. See if we can get her to really stretch out. Don't know if you guys can see that with my mic there, but I mean, there we're back at the incubator. She's past the 8s all the way to that granite, basically. Yeah. Beautiful girl. I'll go ahead and get her put back though so I can chat with you guys. And make sure, guys, I might be alone in here, but there's multiple people who were just aware that this snake was being pulled out. Be responsible if you're going to have big snakes. You know, I see a lot of people, they want them because they're impressive until they have to take care of them. I mean, don't get me wrong, they're impressive animals, but be prepared and be responsible, or you're going to ruin it for people like me who really love them. Get this girl locked up. You know what? We'll pull out one more, actually. Let me grab my AP keys. This dude's a little stunner. And this will give you a kind of an idea too, Aurora. This was a slower grown male who's about 2. Hey, buddy. Oh, you're fine. Come here, bud. I don't know if you guys could hear me. This was a slower grown male who's about 2. This is Hades, my male Posset Caramel. Super bright, vibrant. Love that whacked out pattern right there. You guys can see that. No other genes at play. The only thing that could be at play here is Het Caramel. And I don't know if you guys can see just how much this dude glows, but I am very confident that these guys will prove. But there is around a 2-year-old slow-grown male for you. They really jump once they reach this size. You know, once they hit this size is when you're going to increase that prey size a bit more, and they're going to really explode in size. You're going to go from this, you know, roughly 7-foot plus male to 10-foot easy in a year. You know, plus. And again, this was a slower grown male. Go ahead and get you put back, bud. There you go. Get this locked. Keys back. So hopefully that kind of showed you and answered your question there. And boom, you guys got all 3 berms instead of just the Hypo Lab. Yeah, that's actually not going to be possible, Kayla. Hey, no worries. I love pulling out those snakes, man. I really love those animals so much. Nice. What is your Hades? Aurora, berms really are the best of the best large constrictors for educational shows. Retics are just a little too reactive, a little too wary. And kind of they're unpredictable, honestly. They can be perfectly fine for a good long time and then snap for no reason. Your phone vibrated. You were sweating, like just anything. In my experience, that's just how they are. Berms don't do that. They really just don't. I mean, keep them well handled and they're great animals. I still say if you're handling anything over 8 feet, have a second person. Anything over 10 to 12, get another person. I say this, that this is kind of a general rule of thumb, right? Like if you have 2 strong, versed people with large snakes, that's fine. I wouldn't say that for an 18 or 20 foot retic. You're definitely going to need a 3rd and 4th person. But as far as a full grown adult berm, 2 people can easily manage them, as long as you're fully aware of the situation and you're both 100% coherent. I see too many of these guys handling their fucking large snakes when they're drunk as fuck, and it just don't. You're asking for trouble. So I use almost all radiant heat panels in my large enclosures. A few of the 4 foot still have belly heat, but I actually have heat panels literally right here to swap those out. So after this stream, I will be working on probably installing those this evening. Although I did just notice I need to clean that cage over there. So we'll see if that gets done tonight or first thing in the morning. But Black Pastel Head Ultramel Male. Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, Tom, they really are the best of the big snakes. And I don't care. You guys can call me biased or not. I've owned a lot of the large snakes besides scrub pythons and green anacondas. I haven't had any hands-on experience with scrub pythons, but from what I've been told from the people who do work with them, they are a lot more reactive. And can be a lot more defensive like a retic. I've worked a lot with retics and berms, and retics are just unpredictable. Beautiful snakes, females are amazing. If you can keep a female without having a male, they can make really great snakes, but if you're getting a full mainland, prepare for needing a 3rd or 4th person when they're full-grown adults. Green Annies, same kind of thing. They can be great, but I've also heard they're unpredictable. Obviously, Brian Barczyk has Ivy. She's a great snake, right? Which is awesome. There's always, the exception, but we're just talking overall as a whole species. It doesn't get better than berms for large snakes. I mean, and by large, I'm talking like 12 foot plus, okay? I don't consider a carpet python unless it's an exceptionally large carpet, or say, a blood. I don't really consider those large snakes, or even like a big boa. I mean, an exceptionally large boa can be a big snake. But for the most part, you know, your 6 to 10 foot, I don't consider that big. It's once they get close to that 12-foot mark that I consider them big. Before that, they're a medium snake. Then you got your little snakes, you know. Kayla, I don't know. They're going to have to go and find out, I guess. Rock pythons are gorgeous. The African rocks are really cool. You don't see the Indian rocks much anymore, which sucks. They're a gorgeous species. But my buddy Aaron, actually the one who produced that Hypo Lab, has some African rock projects going on. He's got some really beautiful animals. Same as a local buddy, Holden. He's got some really beautiful patternless rocks. So I'm kind of looking forward to seeing what they do with them over the next few years, and I might get myself, you know, a female or maybe a pair to grow up, because I do really like them. They're beautiful. I've just been spending a lot of my big snake focus on berms. I kind of want to, you know, I do have my female retic. Don't get me wrong, I love that girl too. But I really want to focus on the berms for big snakes. And my only other big snake that I really want, which I guess can go back to Kayla's question, is a green Annie. I might be adding a female green Annie here pretty soon. You guys will have to stay tuned and check that out. But we'll just say there's a good chance a green Annie is going to end up here. They're absolutely gorgeous. Really hard to find. You know, at least U.S. Captive born and bred and healthy babies. You don't really see them posted that often, but they are a truly gorgeous species. I don't have any hands-on experience with them, so I can't really speak on that. So I guess my only thoughts are they're extremely gorgeous. If you can get your hands on one and you're ready for them, fucking do it. All right. I think I'm all caught up on questions now. If you guys have any more questions, shoot them off. I'm going to run and grab another snake real quick, and I'll be right back. Where did she get moved to? Here we go. This girl, out of nowhere, started showing follicles. So, super stoked. I'm going to give her just a couple more months just to put a little more size on her. But this is Daisy, my pastel highway. This is one of the first highways that I ever produced. And I'm hoping to breed her to my fire gravel male. And, you know, it's going to be really cool breeding animals back that, like, I produced. So I'm going to give her a few more months until that male's ready, and then hopefully I don't miss my window and we'll get her locked with that dude. Yeah, Tom, they skyrocketed, especially in the last few years. But wanted to share that girl with you guys too. I mean, there's a few that are coming up. This girl as well, actually, she's been locking up. I hope she continues to build. She's kind of hit a bit of a stall point. Just a really nice low white pied. This is the first pied we ever produced. I know you guys have seen her before, but just really excited about that, honestly. I know we did cover that a bit last week, minus the pastel highway girl there, but oh, you're fine, girl. But I'm super excited to finally, you know, after, you know, we've been doing this for 4 seasons now, I guess, really. Finally being able to breed my own animals back to one another and really get those quality traits I held back in the first place. Yeah, Tom, I'm really excited to work more both with the highway stuff, but I really want to produce more super gravel stuff and really get that going. So I want to see super gravel, blackhead stuff, super blackhead gravel stuff, just all that. Really excited to see where that can go and get that rocking. The pavements are sweet too. A lot of people, I actually got in a discussion, it was on one of the discords the other day, about orange belly and some of the other yellow belly complex animals that you don't really hear much of, flame, flare, blah, blah, blah. What are your guys' thoughts on it? Have you guys seen it in the combos that it makes? Especially in particular orange belly. It seems to be a big debate whether it's really its own thing or if it's a line of yellow belly. I'm kind of siding on the line of yellow belly, but I do think that some of the animals it produces are just an exceptional quality. So if it is a line of yellow belly, I really want to look into maybe integrating that and keeping it separate from the yellow belly itself stuff, and kind of moving forward with that. Why do I like the heat panels versus heat tape? As far as enclosures go, heat panels are a lot more of an efficient heat source as far as their output versus energy use. They're also a lot safer. Heat tape has a tendency to kind of flaw out sometimes, especially when used long term in big, stack style cages like this. It can be a pain to put on the bottom. On top of that, your wiring really needs to be on point. Heat panels are coming either pre-wired or with a disconnectable power cable. You're able to really secure them in place. They're easy to swap out. The heat is just overall more efficient over that, not just like efficient energy-wise, but the heat itself is more effective and efficient in a larger space versus, your super wide heat tape. Some of the bigger heat panels we're using, they're 3 foot by 1.5 foot panels. You're not going to really get that from heat tape without using multiple large strips and then having to put that going directly through your PVC in order to create that hot spot. And when you do that, it tends to heat more thoroughly throughout the PVC versus creating that gradient when you're using a radiant heat panel from above and the heat is coming down. You're getting more of a focused and larger, consistent temperature. What size RHP does good for a 4-foot cage? Usually around a 40 watt or so, 40 to the 60s, depending on the manufacturer. I really recommend Pro Products heat panels. Actually, these ones that I'm putting into my 4-foots are Pro Products heat panels. These are the PH2 40 watt, but this is also going to really depend on the height of your 4-foot. Are you using a 1 foot, an 18 inch, a 24 inch? Are you using a taller enclosure than that? That's going to vary a lot. If you're going to go with Pro Products, I'd say call them. And really just he's going to ask you a bunch of questions. You're going to tell him your cage size, your ambient temp, all that stuff, and he's going to recommend the right size panel, which may be a bump up from the PH2, right? But I keep my room at an ambient of around 80 degrees, so the whole room's already heated. And then I'm using the T8s, which are 4 foot by 2 foot by 1 foot tall, so it's really effective in that shorter distance. Quality line of yellow belly, Jerome? Yeah, I think so too. I do really, though, want to I've been waiting until I see a really, really good example, and I think I'm going to snatch it up. I'm just curious. I want to see it with my own eyes. I want to really compare them and see what happens, because I have some really nice yellow belly stuff. So, I mean, if there's a, crazy better line of yellow belly out there that's not marked YB or whatever, I'd want to check it out. How dare you check on your gravid snakes, Kayla? Jeez. 18 inch, I would call them and check it out. The Vivarium electronics panels aren't horrible. They're very effective and efficient at what they do, but the power cable on the newer models really sucks. I've posted about it before. I believe I have a video up on it. If I don't, hit me up on my IG and I'll show you how I fix that problem. You can order, well, I say you but you really should do both. You can order a different power cable from Amazon that actually has a tighter fit. Theirs are just a bit loose. But what I also did was, after I got my panels installed, the cord ran through and the power cord plugged into the back of the heat panel, I actually super glued around that junction, and then I used clamps on that cable to keep everything nice and secure. It's worked for me. I've never had a snake even make that thing budge, including my big 12-foot and 14-foot females. They've never had an issue with it. But overall, I do recommend Pro products, and I'm currently in the middle of switching all of my enclosures over to Pro products, even though those 4 cages have pretty much brand spanking new Vivarium electronic panels in them. I feel safer with my collection being on Pro products panels in the long run. So yeah, that's my really long way of answering that. Apparently she was thirsty today. Yep. Gotta get them fluids in. Man, I wish I might have to pull my big YB girl out. You should see this girl. She's looking mighty thick. She hasn't ovied yet. I'll just show you guys. This girl is she's getting close. You're all right. Big old yellow belly female. This is the mom actually of that pastel highway that you guys saw. I mean, this girl's, I want to say last time I checked, she was pushing around 3,000 plus grams. She's getting close. We'll see. Yeah, last clutch though was 11 healthy eggs, so I'm really hoping we can push a dozen this year. I think she's got it. She's looking thick. She's getting a lot more size on her than the previous season, so if we can get 12 eggs, that would be fucking amazing. Alright, you guys, this is going to be kind of a shorter live tonight because I do have a lot of stuff to still get done, but I wanted to fill you guys in. This is the last Reptile Lounge, but we are continuing. So, I'm sorry, I kind of clickbaited you, but not really, because, I mean, technically I didn't lie. So, yeah, Tom, she's getting thick, man. I'm really excited for that girl. I just love that snake. She's such a nice quality yellow belly. She's going into shed right now, so her color doesn't look the best, but I just kind of wanted to show you guys how thick that girl's getting. She's getting close. Just a little bit, Josh. But it's true. So, last Reptile Lounge ever. Sorry. Not sorry. I'm bringing you guys a whole new fucking list of awesome shit soon. Cusco Master. Yes, yes. But, you know, I just kind of wanted to update you guys with that and let you know what was going on in my world. Lots of shit happening over here. We are working on huge expansions in the rodent breeding part of what we do. Working on the website. We're going to be dropping all that merch soon. Changing out all the identification cards, not only on our racks, but getting everything on a different digital system than we have currently. You know, switching some cages over to heat panels. Not only do I have those 2 from Josh, I also have another one that needs to go in and get installed. We've got the Exoterras getting all cleaned out, moved out. That whole rack is going away. Just lots of shit, you guys. So I wanted to keep you guys up to date with everything. But throw them questions out there if you guys have last minute questions. I don't want to just rush out of here. You guys know I'm always happy to help, but I am going to cut this off fairly shortly. Oh, shit, Dylan. My twin from another. It's the last one, bro. It's the last one, man. Last Reptile Lounge ever. I can't do it anymore. So next week we're going to start a whole new live stream, complete rebranding as far as the Reptile Lounge part of it goes. D's Balls and Exotics ain't going nowhere. We're still going to have awesome streams, but I just kind of want to take this live stream in a different direction. The Reptile Lounge was, kind of a name off the cuff. I've had this idea in my head for a while now, and I'm finally pulling the trigger. I just want to implement it before we grow this too much more. Still going to be the same awesome content, just slightly different direction with the live streams. And on top of that, a different name for the live streams, as well as logo, merch, everything. It's going down. I'm really excited about this. I want you guys to be excited about it. It's going to be really fucking cool. And we're going to do some exciting things moving forward. So, that's about it. But if you guys don't mind, before I do jump off of here, will you guys smash that like button for me or the thumbs down? I really don't care. Either way, it helps us with the YouTube algorithm. If you haven't already, smash that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you get notified when we upload more awesome content. If you're not already, check us out on the following social media links. You can find us on Facebook at fb.me/thesnakenerd, Morph Market under D's Balls and Exotics, Instagram under D's Balls and Exotics, or if you don't want to use the link to our Facebook, you can just type in D's Balls and Exotics. We are literally everywhere under D's Balls and Exotics. Check out our pages. Been really bumping up that photography game. Got some good pictures uploaded recently, so you guys can really see those animals in good lighting, not this LED lighting that makes my skin look good but doesn't really show off the snakes. So thank you guys, seriously, as always. I really appreciate you guys spending your time jumping on here and just chatting with me. It means the world to me. It really does. This is the last Reptile Lounge, but this is not the last live stream and not the last time we will all be chatting. So until next week, you guys, I look forward to talking to you all then. I'll see you later.